Welcome back to RWBY. This is Volume 8. Yes, Volume 8, Episode 2, Refuge. Last time, there was a lot going on. And I've listened to the intro so many times now. It's insane. Like, just musically, it goes off, okay? But I think the most important thing that I feel like hasn't been mentioned or people aren't really talking about is when Team RWBY falls into water, and it's very obvious, but I just feel like no one said it. So again, I'm just probably watching the wrong things, but it looks a lot like the pool of life or whatever that the god of life has. So you know, the general consensus is that we think that pool is located in Haven underneath the school, and Cinder might have been affected by that. So stylistically, why did they choose to do that here? Immortalizing Team RWBY, is that, what does that sort of symbolically mean? Because I doubt, it could happen, it's just a theory so far that Cinder was dunked in the pool, the true pool, and she has been hurt since, she obviously lost her fight with Raven. Well, that was before. She's obviously been silverized by RWBY, and she's taking a little bit of a beating from Neo, so I'm assuming she's not immortal, but there's still a possibility. But yeah, that was just sort of a big thing that I've noticed is like, what does that mean? I'm curious to see and find out. But yeah, let's just get into this episode. You don't even know. This is the part. Oh, Casey girl. Emerald. Hey. Cinder. And it's those arms again. From Volume 6, right? I know those were related to Salem. That's correct.
This is your fault. You realize that, don't you? All I wanted was to bring people together.
Robin, not now.
To give them a chance at a better life. But you...
That's far too far.
Me?
Oh, Jacques,
I am a victim. I'll admit I was duped. Used. And although my hands may not be clean, at least I am not a murderer.
God damn.
He didn't kill anybody. And I'm not gonna stand here and be lectured by some snake with a mustache who helped that man tear us all apart.
Yes, well...
Oh, wants to too?
I suppose we're all stuck in it together now.
Oh my god, dude.
Speak for yourself. I know the right people. I'm sure Whitley has reached out to my legal team and will have me out of here before you can say...
It's called martial law. He don't care about anything right now. He'll get to shoot your lawyer. Bitch, what are you doing?
You do realize you've already caught me?
Ooh. What's going on?
I hate not being able to do anything.
We can do something. We can kill the man who put us here.
With no word from General Ironwood, Mantle citizens are frightened and perplexed by the sudden withdrawal of military personnel, especially given the massive Grim Horde outside the kingdom. I've never seen anything quite like this. It truly feels like the end of days. But the Atlas Eye is committed to updating the public.
Boy.
Until our dying... Hey, wait! Oh.
Citizens of Mantle, General Ironwood has abandoned you, but we have not. If you can hear this, gather any food and supplies you need to stay warm, then head to the Mantle crater. The Grimm are starting to make their way back into the city, but we can hold the line if we all come together. If we don't, well, you've all seen what's waiting for us out in the storm. It's time to show your teeth, Mantle.
I remember that was the catchphrase from Robin, right?
All right, the others are definitely missing out.
Rhino. Oscar. Okay, maybe just focus on steering in a straight line. What was that? Is that the Grimm Salem scent?
Only take what you need.
The crater? Are you sure it's safe out there?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Okay. This too much? Let's go, John. Ooh.
Heads up!
They got grenades too? Oh. That's neat.
Way better than a hoverbike. Have the Grimm already pushed this far in?
No, I think those were more from last night. Still.
Ren, if Jean hits you with his aura amp, think you can mask everyone?
We can give it a shot, but it is a lengthy trip through Mantle.
No, that's a great idea. We'll have a Grimm-free journey all the way to the crater.
Do we really gotta shack up with those animals down in the slums? I'd feel a lot safer being up in Atlas.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. But the people up top have decided you're not worth the trouble. The Faunus, on the other hand, have been willing to lend all the help they can, regardless of whether or not you deserve it.
Ooh.
So, I'll just go get our things then.
Don't want to go to the slums. General Ironwood said we were going to Atlas. You're setting a bad example of those kids.
It should not be this hard getting people to just cooperate.
She didn't need to yell at me. It's fine.
Some Oscar Osmond
Yeah.
talk finally?
It's something I'm becoming increasingly concerned about. You know, I really don't need your additional commentary right now. You all have every right to be upset. Especially you, Oscar. I'm sorry I left you. I'm not upset that you left. I'm upset you came back.
Ooh.
I started to feel like me. Not the same me I was before all of this, but the me I always wanted to be. I felt like I was actually part of the team. I understand. But even though it may not have felt like I was with you, I was never truly gone. You're gaining control of my remaining magic, recollecting my longest held memories, which means our two souls are still on the inevitable path to becoming one. But I don't want that. Neither do I.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you good?
It's just a lot to focus on.
You can do it, Ren. We're almost to the crater.
I don't need a pep talk. I need to focus.
Bro.
Right.
He's upset about
We
Nora.
need to find a way to work together. Not just the two of us.
All
All
of
of
them.
us.
Well, damn.
All right, come on.
Thanks again for coming.
Don't mention it. Once Robin learned about Amity Tower, she wouldn't shut up about it. Wherever she is, I'm sure she would want us doing what we can to get it up in the air and get the world talking again.
Okay.
Besides, Fiona's got your friends helping out in my stead.
Yeah.
Are you sure this is safe?
Snowshoe Shipping is an SDC subsidiary, meaning all the drones here report to the company, not the General.
Okay.
The pneumatic tubes allow for dust refined in the crater to be sent straight up to Atlas. We just need to find the one for the military base.
Are there any buildings in Atlas that your family doesn't own?
That isn't relevant at the moment.
Are you gonna go inside the tube? What's happening? How are you gonna get to the terminal through the... Better not.
Hey. I do not like it when friends fight.
I know. Yang and I might not agree on how best to save Mantle, but...
No. I mean Winter. The General. They were our friends. But then the Aesops attacked you. And the General, he said people were going to die because of me.
That was a lie. And he was only saying it to hurt you.
I was the protector of Mantle. But now, I am much more than that. And I wish I was not.
But you're still you, Penny. By becoming the Winter Maiden, you did protect Mantle.
Thank you, Ruby.
I found it!
Suppose there's no turning back now.
Between our secret weapon and my semblance, you all couldn't be in better hands.
So how do we use this thing? It should be simple. If you lie back in the tube and press launch...
God damn, Nora! Could have snapped her back.
No, Crimson, I need you and your team over in Sector 11. Mantle police are helping us clear the hospital, but they're gonna need backup.
You're doing great, Fee. Robin would be proud.
I feel like you should be doing this after flexing on the news like that.
How else was I supposed to get the word out? Besides, it seems to be working. Where's this group coming in from?
That would be Sector 7.
You cleared 7 already? That's great! To be honest,
Are we sure about this?
I wasn't sure how you'd be doing without all of your teammates.
Well, as you can see, we're doing just fine.
Girl.
Where are you putting everyone?
Not Ank Squad over here. Frickin'
We're
Ruby
working to
and
get most of
Dan,
them
they're all like,
settled in
oh yeah,
houses or
we're
other
chill, we're
A
cool.
large portion of the community
Meanwhile,
is also trying to get old mine shafts
Aang and
into
Ren
a
are
livable
frickin' pissed.
condition.
We've got a lot of people to keep warm.
Oh, look at that.
Looting the SDC refineries is our best source of dust. Fortunately, no one's getting arrested during the apocalypse. Just knowing those Grimm are circling out there doesn't feel great. What are they waiting for?
Fee, we got another fight breaking out.
Crap.
I love him.
Thanks, Uncle.
An Oscar.
We'll handle
Hey.
it.
Is that
I'll
actual
handle it.
uncle?
You've got enough to worry
The
about.
cutest family on Remnant.
Fiona, Crimson again. We spotted a decent-sized group of Grimm moving in from the east. Can't take them with all these civvies.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Did he say east?
Okay, come on, guys. And yeah, I saw that there's this new dragon design. I don't think they showed this. If it was throwaway last season. Is that a pipe bomb? Oh, goddamn!
Whoa!
Jesus, dude.
Okay, Fiona. That's one more problem taken care of.
Good, because we're getting reports of more Grimm coming in from the west. The huntsman there could really use some backup.
Okay.
This what you
we're on
want,
our way.
girl. Don't complain.
It's all the negativity. Salem's forces aren't moving in, but it's enough to start attracting the stragglers.
Guys, we're not finished.
All right. We need to hurry this up and take.
Here we go.
What just happened?
They ran. I've never seen Grim act that way before.
But what were they running from?
Jesus Christ. Boy, time to fight. Get in battle stance. Boy. Get the fucking cane out. Let's go. Bruh, just like that? Or... Why did it take so long for you guys to get in gear? Literally took... His aura's gone.
Wait! It's using Oscar as a shield!
But Grim aren't that smart.
Must be like remote controlled by Salem or something?
Give him back!
Or just given a lot of intelligence, I guess. It just speak?
Did it just...
Now's your chance! It's transforming, get it! The way you guys did not put up a fight at all. What the fuck?
Kids, what's your status? West Side's taking damage.
What do we do?
Split up again.
Kids, what's your status? We've got an emergency. We're not gonna make it. What? What kind of emergency?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
You want to be a leader, Yang? Here it is. Tough decisions. That's not it, is it? Shit. T-posing Ruby at the gate. Look at the little T-pose models. A lot keeps happening, and I feel like not a lot is also happening. It's crazy how that... Okay. Okay, I don't need you to be doing that. Anyways, so we start off. Do we start off with Clover? I guess we do. Literally everybody is just all in jail together, and I feel like that's a terrible idea. To have all of your enemies together, even though they aren't technically allies. As we learned last season, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know, just putting all that brain power to one singular purpose for Crow, which is apparently let's kill Ironwood. I don't think vengeance is necessarily the answer, but that's definitely a stance he could take. Curious if what's going on with Watts? Like, why are they just roughing him up some more? Are they taking him to Ironwood because Ironwood wants to question him? You know, what's going on there? Honestly, I feel like it's safer if Ironwood, you know, if Ironwood's trying to talk to him, he should go to the jail cell. Like, I would not be transporting Watts anywhere. Even if that means you have to move all 3 other prisoners somewhere else, I would take that chance because at least you could fight them down. Watts, he's smart. You know, he's gonna do something. So I'm wondering if it's gonna be another of Ironwood's mistakes, letting him out like that. We have the street view, got these bikes. we're all teaming up, some new gadgets, yada yada. Oscar talking about how hard it is to unite people, and then, you know, obviously the stressful / scary situation of him and Ozpin kind of joining as one or whatever, and, you know, this consciousness thing. Interesting stuff. Again, I like the juxtaposition. Obviously Blake and Nora have a bit of tinge of guilt, and, you know, they feel bad that they're not working with, you know, like Yang and Ren. But in comparison, this group, Ruby, Weiss, Penny, Nora, and Blake, they're all much more lighthearted and, like, amicable. They kind of, like, recognize that, okay, we're not all together, but we are still united as a front. Whereas Yang and Ren are just kind of, like, pissy at everything right now. So I like that juxtaposition, that differing, even, you know, they're differing in ideologies, but they're also differing in their feelings about the other group right now. Which is, you know, interesting. I'm curious to see if they're going to play with that more, what it means, you know, to have this one sort of optimistic group and then this really just pessimistic, negative group. Especially now that Oscar got kidnapped too. That's going to add more negativity. Excuse me. Probably more fuel to the fire as well. And this group's getting tubed up, freaking Augustus Gloop style. I guess it works, apparently. It just works, TM. This mutating Grim. I mean, we've seen Salem mutating manually the Grim, you know, at the end of volume 6, I believe. She was the one making, you know, the flying monkeys and everything. So we see that it's possible, but to be able to mutate and evolve mid combat, that's something else. So you know, curious if we're gonna learn more about this, or if it's just kind of like she's got more dangerous weapons now. Obviously taking Oscar back to her. I'm wondering if that might be the wings. This Grimm's wings are, you know, the same ones as Salem's wings. So I'm curious to see if that is, you know, that correlation there, because, you know, sometimes the openings do that where they fake out. So like Salem had wings. Well, these look the same, so maybe it's really just this thing has wings. Kind of like volume 6 where, you know, Salem's hand tentacle things are pulling Ruby and Crow, but they're really the ones that she uses on Hazel. And, you know, the ones that attack Crow and them are technically the apathy. So it's kind of similar, but it's obviously different. So I'm curious to see if that's going to be the same thing here. It sort of seems like it. Yeah. Good episode. A lot of focus on this one team, obviously. And I think there's 14 episodes this volume. So they have a lot of time to deal with, especially if they're... It's weird. They're going to have a lot of time, but also not a lot, because I think someone said that it's going to be 2 days is the span of in world 2 days time. So there's going to be a lot of things that can happen, but also not a lot, because it's going to be very tight knit, very compact as a season. So I'm excited. And apologies again if I'm very muted and dull this episode, but I mean, it was just a lot of information and a lot of listening to the sort of general consensus of these characters, and I'm just trying to pick up on these subtleties. So you know, I'm excited for hopefully next episode there'll be more action. Obviously we got a little bit there, but like, come on guys, why didn't they just kind of watched Oscar get his ass handed to him, you know, and then all of a sudden once he's captive, Yang's trying to go and he's like, oh, I'm gonna use his shield. It's like, your reaction times are so slow. I don't know if they were trying to set up like this thing's fast, it got him in like 2 seconds flat, or what, but that's kind of my criticism right now, is like, you guys all just sat there and watched him die. What was your plan? Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys in the comments down below, and see you next video. Bye.